Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third Arkham Asylum Wave 1 review. If you want to see a full summary of the figures in the set, as well as hearing me read the read-up of the toys, check out the first review in this wave, the Batman review. As you can see, there he is, just hanging, chilling at the back with Scarecrow, but what we're looking at today is this marvellous figure of Batman Arkham Asylum's Harley Quinn. Dr. Harley Quinzel was a psychotherapist, I believe, who decided to specialise on the Joker whilst the Joker was incarcerated at Arkham. Unfortunately for Gotham, I guess, Harley Quinn kind of fell in love with him. She was influenced by his ways, his words, and pretty much driven mad by Mr. J. And now is 100% devoted to him. She devotes her life to him. Has changed everything she stood for just to be his gal. For Arkham Asylum, the video game, they significantly redesigned Harley Quinn to look a bit more, I don't know, less spandexy, I think, less superhero villain. They got her out of the spandex, which is not a euphemism. They got her out of the spandex suit and decided to place her in this little number. So let's take a look at her. Just take her off a stand. Right, Dr. Harley Quinn. Let's check it out. She's got, I'll drop the cane, I'll show that in a minute, articulation in no part of her lower leg, or the thigh, for that matter. She might do, but I don't want to risk breaking it. However, she does have articulation in the knee, at the hip, a dodgy skirt, which I'm not going to lift up, ball joint in the shoulder, articulation in the upper arm, hand, and elbow. She also comes with a normal head sort of swivel, which is fair, she's got these pigtails, she can't really do much more with them. And accessories include this sort of wacky looking gun here, and the cane, which I believe belongs to Warden Quincy Sharp in the game, but she's seen with it for most of her appearances throughout the game. So this cane here, hello, look at me, I've got a jewel on it, isn't it? Ain't it? Yes, it is. So yeah, a very cool looking figure. A lot of people love the redesign to the point where I believe it's a cosplay favourite at game and comic conventions now, because it's such a cool, radical redesign of the character. I mean, she still comes with the sort of DC Comics style, you know, mask on the face. The detail in terms of... I'm going to get rid of this cane because it keeps falling off. The detail in terms of the expression is phenomenal. I mean, look at that. I'm terrified of her, but at the same time find her incredibly attractive. And that's not due to what she's wearing, it's due to the fact that she's a lady. But yeah, check that out. I'm not zooming in on the boobs, I promise. I am trying to get a focus here without this being inappropriate. I really hope this doesn't end up being the screen cap, because that's the best focus I can get. That's the badge for Warden Quincy Sharp there. Character she kidnaps in the game, who, spoiler alert, I believe is later discovered to be a descendant of Arkham. I'm not too sure. Amadeus Arkham. But he is in the second game, Arkham City, I believe, so... don't know whether that's canon or not. Yeah, an astounding figure. She's voiced by the lady who voiced her in the animated series in the game, another returning voice actor, Arlene... can't remember her surname for the life of me, but she's spectacular at it. And it really adds to the character. You definitely feel like it's the same character you know and love, despite the radical redesign. Alongside Batman and Scarecrow, she also stands about 7 inches tall. So he's quite formidable up against Batman. Definitely ready to fight him. And if I remember correctly, her boss level in the game involved an electrocuting floor while she sent waves and waves of thugs at you. So the figure definitely appears commanding and just awesome, really. Again, for detail, points off for articulate. Oh, I've just realised the netting on the legs is actual netting. I thought there was like a stray bit of plastic then, but it's actually thread. See that there? Oh, well, extra detail there that I didn't realise. Based on articulation, not very much, but then again, that's cool because you don't really want the character flashing her inappropriates. So I've got to say, out of the figures so far, I love the Batman 8 out of 10, Scarecrow out of 10, but I've got to say Harley Quinn's leading with a 9 out of 10. Very, very cool figure. Lady figures, get freaky with my lady pyramid. Lady figures tend not to get as much detail or care taken with them, especially with articulation over the years. I remember the Toy Biz Marvel Legends before it went over to whomever it is who's making them now. The first lot of female figures they released, the articulation was terrible because, of course, you want to keep the female form, which is, you know, a little more difficult to articulate without detracting from, not taking away from. So I guess that's why there's not that much articulation on this figure. However, the articulation they offer is still very cool. So Harley Quinn, 9 out of 10, brilliant design, faithful to the game. So far, a fantastic range. There is one figure left. Oh yes. I'm not talking about Scarface the doll. He's the accessory. The figure I'm referring to is none other than Mr. J, the Joker, the main villain of Arkham Asylum. And we're going to be looking at him next time. But in the meanwhile, zoom into his face. Now the bow tie. Oh, flower of death. Oh no! Ah!